guy was very nice, but he obviously was like, I don't want to do my job. He's like, did you get a ticket? I'm like, no. He goes, they prefer you to get a ticket online. I'm like, I'll get a ticket when I get in there. There's a whole thing called the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. So even though you're required to get something online, companies and businesses can't deny you purchasing a ticket because not everybody can use the website if there's no like screen reader or no voice activation or anything. You know, there's kind of like, yeah. So anyway, so I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna park where I parked last time. What's all these? This is like an old classic car. It's cute. Big old parking lot. I just want to be in the sun. I remember parking over here last time. Oh, just go up there. This is great. So anyways, that's my little chat. The police are here. A little side by side. I want to go off-roading again, side by side. That's what I want to do. Okay, I'm just gonna be obnoxious and park right in the middle. Over here where there's sun. That's the one good thing about Albuquerque is I get sun. I get a lot of sun. And I don't think on a Thursday at 10 a.m. it's going to be very busy here. But I am kind of lopsided and I don't like that. So I'm going to park here. I should park back toward the cops. I should park where I'm not going to slide down. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I just sat for 3 hours on my computer waiting. And nothing happened. Okay, this is really, really far back. Let me go forward. I just don't know. Everyone's real chill here. They're like, oh, you're taking up 9 parking spaces. We don't care. We're cool. We got like, we're all sunburned. No, that's the thing. I don't get sunburned ever because I don't ever go in the sun. I just get really tanned. I get like super brown. And it's actually nice because, you know, it's my Turkish, Siberian, Ukrainian, Russian, Hungarian roots where I've got like, you know, can tan easily. I just don't go in the sun. So there's always a lot of old people taking this thing up, but I'm gonna go take the tram. I don't see it. It should be running. And then, yeah, and then hike down. So it's gonna be a couple hours. So yeah, let me get all geared up. Maybe the longest tram in the country. I gotta look it up. There's some like statistics on it. It's the last cog tram. So I think that's where the trams go like this. Like they're not independent of each other. They're relying on each other. So they've got to be friends, the little tram cars. It's terrifying, but I'm gonna go up there. I see it moving. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's $23 one way, and I'm gonna hike down. So let me go get geared up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so it looks like they're launching a tram right now. So let me walk over and get a ticket. I don't mind waiting. It's only like 10:30, so got plenty of time. Yeah, and then I'll just hike down. So let me go up these steps. I parked somewhere else last time. I don't remember. All right, so this is the whole hike. It's just going up the stairs. Oh my God, my legs are burning. Okay, first hike of the week. All right, so we're about to go on. I've got to scope out what corner. I think I'll stand in the corner and hold on. I get a view there. This is really good. It's really fun. Not as good as the Palm Springs aerial tramway that has a rotating floor where you just end up accumulating children because they'll hold on and everyone else is moving and then you just end up vacuuming up kids. It's kind of funny. And I start auctioning them off by like the 5th pylon that we go over. I'm like, okay, who's got the red sweater? That's your kid. Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, I gotta pee. All right, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna find out where I'm gonna stand. Hello, where are you standing in vicinity where I'm gonna stand? I'm just trying to figure out, I gotta hold on. So, okay, I'll stand in the corner. All right, I'm going to lean and stand. You guys come up here. You guys come up here, you'll see the view. Come this end. Yeah.
Pardon me. Right from here. SANDIA Peak Aerial Tramway. My name is Ryan. I'm going to be your guys' cabin attendant on the way up the mountain this morning. And in just a moment here, once we are done crossing this parking lot, we're going to be entering the Cibola National Forest. We'll be starting off at an elevation of about 6,500 feet down here, making our way up to about 10,300 up there at the top. And it will be just about a 15-minute long trip. I'll be pointing out a few things along the way, but if at any point you guys have other questions, any concerns, things you want me to point out for you, anything like that, just feel free to speak up and let me know. We are going to be speeding up here in just a moment. We don't go this slow for the whole trip. It also helps cool off the cabin a good bit.
Yeah. Well, he did. Yeah, considering he's not a hiker, so. I think
See?
A mile to get up here to the first tower. We're just about to pass Tower 1 here. When we do, we are going to have a little bit of swing and sway. But here we go.
Oh. Nope.
On that hill over there, it is that large boulder. Golf ball rock is a good way to get a sense of scale out here because that is actually about 3 times the size of this cabin that we are sitting in right here.
Wow. You would not think that.
Folks, for Tower 1, closer to the bottom down there, they were able to build that service road up to the spot to be able to build the tower. But up here in this part of the Sandias, it did take right around 3,000 total helicopter trips to get everything up here just to build Tower 2 here. About 5,500 total trips to complete everything on the tram. And again, in just a moment here, when we pass Tower 2, we're going to have a bit more of that swing and sway.
Scary here.
No.
The 3 canyons we're going to see on our way up the mountain today. Go ahead and wave at them if you guys want to. See if they want to wave back. 1.4 miles long. We are coming to a slowdown right here. That is just to allow the other cabin to pass Tower 2 right back there. The reason that we have to slow down here as well is because both of the cabins here are attached to the same drive cable. It is the center cable up there. That is one continuous loop through the whole system that powers both cabins. That means we are always going the same exact speed as the other cabin. So whenever they slow down for the tower, that means we do as well, and vice versa. There they go. And we're both making our way back up to our top speed of about 14 miles an hour. See a good amount of wildlife up here in the Sandia Mountains. We've got a total population of about 150 black bear up here. We've got a couple dozen mountain lions and bobcats as well. But the most commonly seen animal that we have up here are the deer. We have mule deer up here, see those all the time. You also have the coyote at the lower elevations. And of course that list does go on. There are plenty of others that I did not mention. Again right here just to let the other cabin pass Tower 1. Left corner of our cabin up there at the very peak of the Sandia Mountains, we're going to see a stone cabin sitting up there with a little window on the side of it. That is called the Kiwanis cabin. That was put up there in the 30s by the CCC, Conservation Corps. That was originally put up there to house some of the folks who are up here working on the service roads and trails that we have up here. Back in the 30s and part of the 40s, they would have those people spend the night up in that cabin while they were working up there. Could house about 10 to 12 people per night. That is just about 1 mile away from our opposing station building up here. It's about a 2-mile round trip hike. It generally takes a little bit over an hour to get out there and back. But I would definitely recommend that if you guys have the time today. It's a really nice day up here today.
Everyone push.
The restaurant 10-3 is open today. To get there, you guys are going to make your way along the red deck over here to my left. It is the building that we see right over there.
Okay.
Like this.
Here we are.
Come on!
We are here at 10,000 something ridiculous amount. 10,378 feet, which is 300 feet less than Santa Fe Ski Valley. That feels great up here. At least it's not a blizzard like it was that one time. Okay, so I'm gonna go just sort everything out. I had to put my bag down so I wasn't hitting anybody, but this is great. It took a while to figure out where the trail was on the All Trails map, but I'm gonna go in here and go use the restroom. I'm not leaving yet. So this is the tram waiting area. They've got toilets. There's also the rest of the ski resort. Yeah, if you live in Santa Fe or Albuquerque, there's like 7 ski resorts within like an hour and a half at the most. Nothing else up here. This is just the tram waiting area. Yeah, I was here during COVID and I was here 3 years ago. 4 years ago and 3 years ago. It was very different each time, and now this time it's just more expensive. But here we go. Yeah, beautiful. Oh my God, I would love to go snowboarding. I don't like those little dinky little lifts though. So they have hiking trail maps up here and tree lines. And then this, which I think is what I'm taking. I think I'm taking that one. That goes all the way to the bottom. Where's that hike? That is mountain bike trail. Holy crap. I want to do that. How do you get your mountain bike up here? Okay, I was like, that looks like a downhill bike track. That does not look like a hiking trail. I would love to do that from 10,000 feet down to 6,500. Okay, I need to find out where that is. There's no one up here to answer my questions. Okay, let me go figure out. There's more stuff. There's like a restaurant and gift shop and everything. Join us for a drink on the patio. Okay, so there's the view. I already got pictures of all this. I've been up here when it's been this weather, when it's been this weather down at the bottom and a blizzard up here, and when it's been snowing, like slightly. I love trams. I'm such an otaku, which is like a train enthusiast, like Japanese train enthusiast. I love anything on a track, a cable, whatever. This is 10-3. I've never eaten here. This was closed during the pandemic. And then I didn't really want to eat last time. They have restrooms as well. You can eat outside. There's a viewing area. Really, really nice. And now I gotta go find the hiking trail, which I think is just down the stairs. But yeah, really fancy restaurant actually. And the view from the top. And there it is, Albuquerque.